My brother's girlfriend is a certified psycho. In my previous life, she saw him drop a slice of tripe into my bowl during Hotpot. Her mind snapped. She assumed I was some secret lover, and she stormed over, grabbed my hair, and shoved my face straight into the boiling chili broth. Whore, how dare you flirt with my man? I will burn that cheap face off. My skin melted in seconds. Her explanation afterward was even worse. I didn't know she was his sister. And so what? She has hands. Why did my boyfriend have to feed her? My parents and my brother begged me not to press charges. Don't ruin Jason's relationship. She's his perfect match. Later, after she married him, Jason felt guilty and took me on a road trip. She ambushed us on the highway, dragged me out of the passenger seat, and emptied sulfuric acid onto my face. Even then she pouted, playing innocent. Who told her to dress all covered up? I thought Jason had another woman. My brother believed her. So did my parents. They shut me in a storage closet to protect their precious daughter-in-law. I died slowly, rotting alive. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the very day Jason invited me out for Hotpot. I'm proposing to Bella at the end of the month. I need a proper suit. Come help me choose one. Then I will treat you to Hotpot. Jason nudged my shoulder, jolting me out of the memory of burning flesh. I stared at my hands. No wounds, no melted skin, no bones peeking through.
Smooth.
Unblemished.
Alive.
I had been reborn. Fear, relief, and deep-rooted hatred surged all at once. No, I can't go. I have plans, I blurted out. Mom marched out of the kitchen with a spatula and hit me lightly on the head. Your brother's wedding is more important than whatever nonsense you have planned. You're going. I held my head, but the ache inside my chest was worse. Ungrateful, she said. Who was ungrateful when their future daughter-in-law nearly boiled me alive and they still protected her?
Fine.
If fate brought me back, I would flip everything upside down. Mom, you are right. Jason's future comes first. Why don't you come with us? I just got paid. Let me buy you some new clothes. Mom blinked in surprise. Did that tap finally knock sense into you? I smiled sweetly, even though my heart was frozen solid. Since the day I began working, she had been pushing me to marry rich, so they could use the dowry for Jason's house. When I refused, I became the problem. Their son had always been the treasure, and I was just an asset to be used. This time, I would give them exactly what they deserved. I took Mom to the mall and picked the gaudiest, brightest dresses. She preened under the compliments, thrilled with how youthful she looked. I added jewelry, a shawl, a huge sun hat, then dragged her to get a makeover. When she stepped out, she looked like a walking advertisement for nouveau riche tastes. To finish the look, I bought her a thick gold bangle. Mom was glowing with pride as we left the jewelry store. I casually suggested we eat. We haven't chosen Jason's suit, she protested. Let him rest for a bit. He carried all your bags, I said. Jason agreed instantly, exhausted. At the Hotpot restaurant, I chose the window seat, the same spot where I once sat, the place where Bella had disfigured me. This time, I let Mom take it. The moment the food came, I excused myself and headed toward the restroom. On the way, I spotted Bella walking in with her best friend. My heartbeat quickened. I hid behind a corner. Just like last time, her friend noticed Jason first. Hey, isn't that your boyfriend? Why is he eating with another woman? Bella looked in their direction. She saw a well-dressed, flashy older woman with wavy hair sitting next to Jason, receiving food he placed in her bowl. She saw the many shopping bags around them. Her temper detonated. That bastard is cheating on me? I will shred that woman. She stormed into the restaurant. Before anyone could react, she grabbed my mother by the hair and plunged her face straight into the bubbling red soup. Shameless witch, seducing my man? I will ruin your face.
Ah!
Mom's scream tore through the restaurant. Her skin hit the boiling liquid and blistered instantly. Bella stopped. Jason leapt up, but Bella's friend blocked him. Mom kicked and twisted, trying to escape. Her new gold bangle glinted under the lights, catching Bella's eye. You bought her gold? You useless dog. When I asked for jewelry, you said you were broke. Bella yanked her up by the hair, then reached for Mom's wrist. Mom, in agony, instinctively tried to shield her new bangle. Bella's rage exploded. Still protecting it, she grabbed a glass bottle and smashed it against Mom's hand. The glass broke with a sharp crack, slicing deep. Blood spilled across the table. Bella tore the bangle off and slid it onto her own wrist. Mine now. She kicked Mom again, Try stealing my boyfriend again, and I will finish you. The entire restaurant was frozen. Jason finally shoved past Bella's friend. Bella, what is wrong with you? That's my mother. Bella went stiff. You're what? Mom sobbed on the floor, clutching her bleeding face. Jason, help me. Bella paled, reaching out. Mom slapped her hand away. Don't touch me. Jason picked Mom up and ran for the door without looking back. Bella followed, frantic. I stepped out of hiding, a dark thrill rising in my chest. In my previous life, all of this happened to me. And when Bella learned the truth that time, she had the same arrogant excuses. I didn't know she was your sister. And she deserved it. Why did you have to serve her food? My family refused to take me to the hospital. They begged me not to go to the police. Your face is ruined already. There is no point wasting money. Don't destroy your brother's future. Jason held Bella and pleaded with me to forgive her. She only did it because she loves me too much. Because of that, my life fell apart. I hid my face for years, wrapped up like a corpse. Later, during the road trip, Bella finished what she started by dousing me in acid. My parents locked me in storage to keep her safe. You are done for anyway. We cannot waste money treating you. I died in a puddle of infection and pain. After my death, they lied to everyone, saying I had gone mad, hurt myself, and caused trouble until it cost me my life. This time, every one of them will choke on their karma. The first act has only begun. My phone wouldn't stop ringing. When I finally answered, Jason's voice blasted through the speaker. Xiaoxi, where are you? Mom is in the hospital. Get over here now. I rushed over. The first thing I saw was Bella staring at me like I was some kind of insect. Hi, sister-in-law. I'm Jason's sister. How's Mom doing? I introduced myself right away, but Bella still eyed me with suspicion. He never said his sister was this old. I'm 2 years younger than Jason. He also never mentioned that his girlfriend is this stunning. That softened her attitude instantly. Jason pushed Mom out of the examination room in a wheelchair. Her face was grotesquely swollen, blistered, and peeling. Her left hand was tightly bandaged. She looked worse than I ever did in my first life. When the doctor listed her injuries, the room fell silent. Deep burns, permanent scarring, several surgeries ahead. Mom broke down completely. I clung to her like the devastated daughter I was pretending to be. Mom, who did this? We have to make them pay. Mom glared at Bella, shoved me away, and slapped Bella across the face with her uninjured hand. You witch, you destroyed my face. I'll have you locked up. Bella stumbled back, hiding behind Jason. Dad arrived in the middle of the chaos and almost fainted at the sight of Mom's ruined face. Once he heard the story, Mom demanded Jason call the police and break up with Bella immediately. Bella cried using the exact same script from my last life. I didn't mean to, I just loved Jason too much. I held in my laughter and repeated Mom's own logic back at her, word for word. Mom, it was a misunderstanding. Jason and Bella are about to get married. You can't be selfish and ruin his happiness. Bella grabbed onto the opportunity, like a lifeline. Uncle, Auntie, I'm so sorry. Jason, I don't need a dowry or jewelry. Marry me, I'll take care of your parents forever. That made both Jason and Dad waver. Mom, however, was not swallowing that pill. Absolutely not. My son will not marry this lunatic. Get out. Bella panicked and tried to leave, but I gently tugged Mom aside. It wasn't time to end the show yet. After a quiet whisper from me, Mom changed her tune. Fine, you can marry him, but you will pay for everything. Every bill, every surgery, and my retirement care included. Bella froze. The estimates were in the millions. When she hesitated, Mom threatened police again. I pulled Bella aside. Sister-in-law, she's angry now. After you marry Jason and give her a grandchild, she'll stop asking for money. Trust me. Jason backed me up. Just appease her, baby. Otherwise, she'll actually have you arrested. Bella caved. They registered their marriage the next morning. No ceremony, no celebration. With no family of her own, Bella moved into our house. That alone was enough to drive her crazy, but Mom had darker plans. Since her injury, Mom weaponized her status as the elderly victim. She demanded Jason's attention day and night. She made Bella cook long, complicated meals, forced Jason to do video calls in front of her, and clung to him like a toddler needing constant care. Some nights, she would pound on their door demanding Jason apply her ointment. When I wasn't home, she even insisted he give her sponge baths. Bella eventually snapped. She yelled at Mom for being shameless. Mom shot right back, enjoying every second of Bella's frustration. I raised him. I bathed him when he was a baby. Now I'm injured, and you expect him to refuse? Only a sick woman would think dirty thoughts. If you dare speak to me again in that tone, I'll send you to the police station so you learn manners. Bella had nothing left to fight with. Jason's patience ran out quickly, too. You caused her injuries. You should bear it. Don't provoke her. If she calls the police again, you're done. Bella was spiraling, and Jason started staying out late just to avoid going home. Strained and desperate, Bella tried a new tactic. She whispered poison into Mom's ear. Andy, doesn't it bother you that Uncle comes home later than Jason? Maybe he has someone else outside, while you're stuck like this. Mom exploded immediately. Only a maniac like you thinks everyone is cheating. They screamed at each other until Bella stormed out. For the next few days, I secretly tailed Bella. She wasn't cheating, she was stalking Jason. But Jason really was working. He hadn't done anything wrong. One afternoon, she cornered me holding a long strand of hair. Xiaoxi, have you been in Jason's car recently? I shook my head.
No.
He said he's swamped at work. Her hand curled into a fist. She stared at the hair, then stormed back into her room. I knew exactly what she was about to do. That night, I stayed home to enjoy the chaos. Jason returned first. He gulped down water and complained about a demanding female client he had just dropped off at a luxury hotel. Right then, his phone rang. He answered, and instantly his face drained of color. Bella, what are you doing? Don't do anything stupid. That woman is not someone we can afford to offend. Bella's laughter echoed through the speaker, mixed with a woman crying in terror. Then she hung up. Jason smashed his phone and bolted out the door, running straight into Dad. What happened? I grabbed both of them. I think Bella found her client. And she's in one of her psychotic episodes again. Both my parents paled instantly. Mom wrapped a scarf around her face, and we all chased after Jason. The moment we arrived at the city's most expensive hotel, we knew Bella had completely lost her sanity. The lobby was crowded. People were filming. Security couldn't even get close. In the center of the chaos, Bella was sitting on top of a woman wearing a loose bathrobe, slapping her face with both hands. Jason lunged at her trying to pull her off, but Bella's friend blocked him. Back off. We've been tracking you for days. Caught you and your mistress right in the act. Jason's face twisted in panic. Nothing happened. She's a client. His words only fueled Bella's rage. She sank her fingers into the woman's hair and pulled hard. You still want to protect this slut? Opening a room in a 5-star hotel? Do you think I'm blind? The woman screamed. Bella's heel dug into her waist. Jason tried to show his phone for proof, then remembered he had shattered it earlier. He turned to the crowd. Please, someone help. She's unstable. Bella screeched back. Hear that? Guilty men always beg strangers to save them. The woman cried. Jason, help me. Bella didn't let her finish. She kicked her straight in the mouth. Blood splattered onto the marble floor. I quickly stepped forward, pretending to mediate. Sister-in-law, calm down. Beating someone publicly is a crime. Let's talk. Mom and Dad begged the onlookers to stop recording. They were terrified the police would get involved, not because they cared about the woman, but because Bella's criminal record could ruin their imagined future grandchild's career. Jason kept shouting, Bella, nothing happened. She's our biggest client. You're ruining everything. But Bella was beyond logic. She tried stripping the woman's bathrobe to expose her. Pa, what client meets late at night dressed like this? Jason, do you think I'm stupid? The woman shrieked and fought to cover herself. Bruises covered her arms and legs. Jason snapped. He shoved Bella's friend aside and slapped Bella across the face. You're insane. This deal was supposed to secure my promotion. The slap didn't calm her. It ignited her completely. Jason froze as Bella shrieked at him, calling me every insult she could think of. So you hit me because of her? She screamed. Fine, then we all go down together. She stomped on the woman again, unhinged laughter spilling out of her. If you lose your job and your money, no one else will want you, she taunted. You will be mine, and mine only. She never cared about stability. She cared about keeping Jason like a trophy she refused to share. My parents were horrified. They yelled, she has lost her mind. Security finally rushed in. Someone had already contacted the police. The client, shaking with fury, phoned Jason's boss on the spot. She insisted on going to the hospital to get an injury report and warned that if the company did not give her a proper explanation, she would terminate every contract with them. Jason was dismissed within minutes. He panicked and begged. "Mr. Wong, please, she is mentally unstable. I will divorce her and cover everything. Please do not fire me." He even bowed to the client. "Miss Shen, forgive me. I did not know she would do this." She recoiled from him. "You married a lunatic and want to act innocent? Manager Zhou, I will make sure you pay for this." Jason tried following her to the hospital, but security blocked him. "Sir, you are not permitted to leave." He had to handle compensation and cooperate with police questioning. Ms. Shun told the officers she suspected an extortion scheme. That statement turned Jason from a family member into a possible accomplice. He, Bella, and the so-called friend were all taken in. My parents were left standing in the lobby, surrounded by people whispering and pointing. When they heard Jason might face criminal charges, my mother fainted. She woke up sobbing and clutching her chest. My father bowed to strangers, apologizing nonstop. Their desperation was nothing like the way they treated me in my previous life. I stepped forward. "Mom, Dad, calm down. Jason is innocent. He needs us." Mom immediately agreed. Yes, Jason had nothing to do with this. At the station, Jason provided proof that he had not planned anything. Under pressure, Bella and the friend admitted they had been spying on him. Bella was convinced he was having an affair because he drove Mission around for work. She stole a key card from a cleaning trolley and broke into the client's room. They dragged Miss Shun into the lobby to publicly shame her. They smashed her designer bags and jewelry. The losses were more than $30,000. My parents were shocked and demanded Jason divorce her. But none of them noticed the dangerous look Bella gave. For someone like her, a breakup would feel like a death sentence. I felt a chill and grabbed her hand. "Mom, Dad, Bella only acted like this because she cares too much." I looked at my brother. "She thinks you will leave her because you work so much."
Talk to her.
"Do not blame her for everything." Bella's eyes filled with tears. "Sister, you understand me. I love him so much. I have given everything for us. How can he abandon me now?" I turned to Jason. "Bro, a woman who cares about you like this does not come around often. Make her sign a written promise. And if you divorce, you still have to take care of half the compensation. Staying together is cheaper." Jason glanced at her trembling shoulders and remembered their early days together. His fury simmered down. "I do not want your life. Just listen to me from now on." My parents were about to yell again, but I held them back. "Do not interfere. This is their marriage. Support them." They realized divorce meant they would shoulder the financial burden and then pay for a new wedding someday. Controlling Bella and making her work sounded better to them. So we paid the damages using Jason's savings and he was released. Bella remained detained for assault. Jason tried to return to his industry, but word had spread. No company would hire him. He fell from a promising executive to someone no one would touch. My parents cursed Bella endlessly. No pension, no employed son. Their future crumbled. I had expected all of this, so I stayed away from their chaos. I went to the detention center and showed Bella a video of my family badmouthing her. In the clip, they urged Jason to divorce and marry a wealthy girl. "Son, she is too unstable. Find someone better." Jason hesitated in the video, but eventually said, "I promised I would not leave her. I will find a way to pay." Bella clenched her fists so hard her knuckles went white. "Bella, stay strong. Be happy with my brother," I whispered, stirring the fire. She nodded with a cold smile. After her release, she suddenly became sweet and obedient. She volunteered to work as a cleaner to help repay the debt. Luxury apartments offered decent pay, so the family agreed. 2 weeks later, she dropped news like a bomb. She was pregnant. Jason finally looked relieved. My parents ordered her to stop working immediately and rest. So Bella became the queen of the household again. My mother waited on her hand and foot. Bella demanded strange foods, faked stomach pains, and used the pregnancy as leverage. My father avoided the house whenever he could, spending his days fishing. Jason found night work at a bar selling drinks. At least he was earning well again. As soon as Bella announced her pregnancy, I moved out. Mom fought the idea, but I said the baby needed the extra room. Bella supported me and convinced Jason. Yet as her stomach grew, so did her temper. She argued with my mother every day. My mother dragged Jason out of bed at dawn to settle the fights. He reached his limit and started sleeping in hotels after work. Bella's paranoia returned. She followed him again. One night she saw him at the bar, surrounded by wealthy older women touching his abs. Bella snapped. She stormed in with her swollen belly and smashed a bottle over one woman's head. "Touch my husband again, and you can die." Chaos erupted. Bouncers threw her out and beat her in the process. During the struggle, she miscarried. She was rushed to the hospital, bleeding heavily. Jason lost his job again and offended important clients. He spiraled. My parents rushed to the hospital, furious and demanding divorce. Bella lay in bed, pale and trembling. "Husband, I only lost control because they were touching you. I do not need money. I married you without asking for anything because I love you. Will you throw me away for this? I can always have another baby. Please do not leave me."
She sobbed.
The nurses and patients sided with her instantly. She married for love and lost a child for him. How can he be so cold? You should be ashamed. You have a young wife and still fool around with older women. The comments humiliated Jason. My parents argued back. She is unstable. He was working. She hurt his clients. But they were drowned out. I arrived and gently put Jason's hand over Bella's. "She cares about you more than anyone. Stay with her. You do not need that job anymore." Bella cried even harder. "Husband, do not divorce me. You can work wherever you want and talk to whoever you want. I will not interfere again. Just stay with me." The onlookers glared at Jason's family, phones recording. Look at that family. Disgraceful. Under all that pressure, Jason gave in.
"Fine.
I will not divorce. My parents did not mean it. I will leave that job." Bella smiled through tears, not noticing the hatred building in Jason's eyes. For the next week, Bella practically ran the hospital room. Jason had to visit daily. One missed day, and she would incite a scene, rallying anyone nearby against him. My parents dared not disobey. When she returned home, Jason finally lost his temper. "Bella, I cannot believe you manipulate everyone to control us," he shouted. "You ruined my career, almost got me hurt, and now play the victim? My mother's face is ruined because of you. Do you have any heart?" Bella clutched her face, wide-eyed. "Husband, you're hitting me again? I am divorcing you. Sign this and leave." Jason threw the papers at her. "I see you now," he spat. "A manipulative woman trying to control my life." Bella fell to her knees, hugging him. "I am sorry. I will obey your parents. Just don't divorce me. Give me one more chance." She banged her head on the floor until it bled. Mom could not resist using her new free daughter-in-law. She forced Bella to sign a strict contract, serve the family, obey rules, and never interfere with Jason's work or face immediate divorce. Bella signed. Jason agreed to one last chance. A month later, disaster struck. Jason got a job requiring him to travel 20 days a month. Bella hated it, but there was nothing she could do. She enlisted her best friend to stalk him. I decided to intervene. I disguised myself with sunglasses and a mask, bumping into Jason, and asked him to drive me to a hotel downtown. I told him I would need rides for a few days and that we could grab dinner together. Jason agreed, unaware Bella's friend was documenting everything. Seeing me enter hotels with him, Bella snapped. Old habits returned. She became convinced he was cheating, thinking my parents were protecting him. She grabbed a bottle of sulfuric acid, swearing to ruin the mistress's face. Her parents' attempts to block her only pushed her over the edge. "You old fools. Trying to make him divorce me? Now you stop me from seeing him. You wanted him to marry a rich woman to support you. You ruined us." Mom screamed, pointing at her scarred face. "You destroyed me."
"Get out."
Dad shouted. "Yes. We want him to divorce you. He deserves better." That finally broke Bella. She hurled the acid.
"Die."
"Anyone trying to separate us should die." Dad shielded Mom as best he could, but most of it hit her. Her skin sizzled. She collapsed, screaming. Dad's arm and face burned. He howled in pain. Bella fled. I knew she would come for Jason next. I lured him to a hotel room, pretending to need help. I feigned being drunk and spilled wine on him, apologizing and telling him to shower. While he showered, I left, leaving stockings and a nightgown on the bed. In the lobby, Bella stormed in with her friend. They tricked a maid into opening the room and saw the scene: Jason's shoes, the lingerie, a running shower, and a woman's laughter from a live stream. She assumed there was another woman. She kicked the bathroom door open and threw the acid. Jason, shampoo in hand, took the full blast. He screamed and turned on the shower to rinse, accidentally using hot water. Call an ambulance. It burns. The hotel alerted the police. Jason was carried out, badly burned. Bella was arrested immediately. This time, luck was not on her side. My parents pressed charges for intentional injury. My family finally tasted the suffering I had endured. At the station, I pretended shock. Why would she do this? We were innocent. CCTV proved Bella and her friend had been stalking us. I was cleared. Jason broke down when he learned his injuries could cause permanent damage and infertility. Bella was sentenced to 20 years. My father had a heart attack, dying from the shock of the family disgrace and the loss of the bloodline. Mom had a stroke and became paralyzed, waking up mentally unstable. I brought her to Dad's funeral, then to see Jason, who was hiding in shame. I told him he had to take care of Mom as well. When Mom saw Jason's scarred face, her eyes cleared briefly. She screamed, cursing him for marrying the woman who destroyed our family. Jason could not bear the guilt. That night, he jumped from a building. Mom went completely insane. I had her committed to a mental hospital and inherited everything. Before leaving, I visited her. She sat drooling in a wheelchair, slapped by nurses. Mom, if we did it all over, would you still favor Jason? I asked. For a moment, she recognized me, gripping the armrest and crying guttural, filthy tears. I stood and walked away. Her answer no longer mattered. Their karma was complete. My future was just beginning.